Hey friends, I wanted to make just a little short video and encourage you and also give you some homework if you're up for it, okay? I got my lovely wife Rebecca there behind the camera. But the Lord has been working a lot in my life recently, and He's made me desire more, okay? And let me just take a minute and explain what I mean by that, okay? Jesus said, "Why are you called my disciples, but you do not the things that I say?" And for many years, I was stuck in this mode where I believed the Bible. I believed every word. I believed Jesus. I believed what God did through Jesus, but I didn't really do what He said. And I'm not acting like I've arrived and I'm all there, but I would say I'm starting to grow and have a real earnest desire to go out and live and to do what Jesus said and to have more that He offers to give. And sometimes I read things and then I compare it to my own life, and I'm like, whoa, this does not reconcile. There's a problem here. And one of those things has been the book of Acts here in the Bible, you know. You read Acts, and it is the diary of the early Christians, okay? It shows what is possible with God, and it is awesome to read. And you read that, and then you look at your life. I look at my life, and I'm like, whoa, it doesn't match, okay? I mean, there's crazy stories in that book. And so a lot of people, what they do is they take Acts and they bury it, okay? They say it's a transitional book. They say, well, it was just for a time period and it's no more. We just get it out of here, right? It kind of makes us uncomfortable. And I don't want to be there. And I know that some of my friends and foes are there. And hopefully this video and your homework assignment will encourage you to dig a little deeper, okay? So I want to challenge you. Check out this article, okay? I'm going to post a link to it so you can find it. It's actually in two parts. You have to read the first part, and then at the bottom there's a link to read the second part. But it's about the Chinese house church, okay? And they are literally living the book of Acts. They're doing the works and greater works that Jesus said would happen, you know? And so I wanted to read just a highlight out of here. It's an interview between one guy and then two people from China. And the question from this guy is, how do the Acts of the Apostles compare to the Chinese church? What does the Chinese church believe about the book of Acts? And their answer, the response is, they would say, we are there. It's our normal Christian life. They believe that Acts is a demonstration of the normal Christian life. It is a testimony of the resurrected Christ, and he is still the same today. When you read that, and I want you to look through this, just read it. Go to God in prayer and say, Lord, what is this? And how does this compare to my life? Which I've been doing a lot recently. And it really makes you stop and think. And I realize something that's going on is I have read so many books like this, okay? Look, these are some books off my shelf. Captive in Iran, okay? Lords of the Earth. Bruchko. If you've ever read any of these books, Which None Can Shut, Remarkable True Stories of God's Miraculous Work in the Muslim World, and then to top it off, The Heavenly Man. If you've ever read any of these books, you know that they're true-to-life stories of God moving and working just like the book of Acts, okay? And what we do is we read these books in America. I'm speaking to Westerners here, and we rejoice in them. We're like, wow, that is incredible how God moved and worked. And then we take these books and we read the incredible story, and then we shut it, and we want the stories and the truth there to stay in the pages of that book, and we want to set it aside and keep living our life. And I'm starting to realize that God wants to move and to work, and He wants us to have Spirit-filled lives that are led every moment by Him. Just like in those stories, just like in this article, just like in the book of Acts, He wants us to live that. And I don't claim to be a possessor, but I would say that I've got a new trajectory. I am shooting in that direction. And I'm not seeking signs and wonders, okay? But I do realize that the signs and wonders accompany the gospel, okay? And it's too large to ignore. Last week I was doing this in-depth Bible study. It's over 20 hours of study, deep study. And it was on a big subject. I actually hope to share that at a later point. But I realized some very foundational things, and that is over and over and over in the scriptures, when God moves and works, when he speaks, when the word of the Lord comes to a person or comes to a people group, something always accompanies that. And that is things, supernatural manifestations that validate the gospel. Okay? So the word of the Lord comes, and it comes with evidence. All right? Sometimes the evidence is through words. Other times it's just God moving and working. And I don't want to be one of those people that just sit back and say, that's for them, but not for me. And I'm going to continue living a comfortable life that is just, dare I say, dead, So I wanted to challenge you. Would you read these articles? And then would you come back and comment on this video, okay? And could we have a discussion? Could we talk about this, all right? I'm not taking this and wanting to push it down anyone's throat. I want to talk about it, okay? I want to grow. And whether it's a friend or a foe, I wish we could look at this together and really want to see God move and work. There are many voices and prophets, preachers, pastors in America, around the world, that they say God is beginning to move, that God is beginning to wake up his church. And I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that in my own life. I feel like I've come into new things that I never knew before, And I want that for all of the people that I'm connected with. So I hope you take my challenge. I hope you read the article, and I hope you see, does it reconcile with your life? And if it doesn't, which truthfully, it doesn't fully with my life either, then we should go to God in prayer and really want the more. So thanks. Thanks for watching.